So former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani is now one of Donald Trump's lawyers. And in one of his first public television appearances in that role, has already made Donald Trump's legal situation that much worse. Awesome. Now, on Wednesday, he sat down with Sean Hannity to talk about the situation with Michael Cohen and the $130,000 payment made to Stormy Daniels. And it's funny because, you know, he sits down with somebody who's obviously a very accomplished adversarial journalist. No, he sits down with one of his buddies, who Sean Hannity's not going to give him a tough question whatsoever. And he really doesn't. But nonetheless, Giuliani still finds a way to fuck it up. And this is fantastic. Let's watch.
Are you concerned that that was paid for to manipulate the American people in the lead up to an election?
Isn't that closer to the mandate than Michael Cohen?
Why isn't that? Where's Mueller on that, sir?
Having something to do with paying some Stormy Daniels woman $130,000. I mean, which is going to turn out to be perfectly legal. That money was not campaign money. Sorry, I'm giving you a fact now that you don't know. It's not campaign money. No campaign finance violation. So
they funneled it through the law firm.
Funneled through a law firm, and the president repaid it.
Oh, I didn't know he did.
Yep.
There's no campaign finance law.
Zero.
So the president.
Just like Sean.
So this decision was made by.
Everybody was nervous about this from the very beginning. I wasn't. I knew how much money Donald Trump put into that campaign. I said, $130,000. He's going to do a couple of checks for $130,000. When I heard Cohen's retainer of $35,000, when he was doing no work for the president, I said, but that's how he's repaying. That's how he's repaying it, with a little profit and a little margin for paying taxes for Michael.
But do you know the president didn't know about this? I believe that's what
he didn't
Michael
know about the specifics of it, as far as I know. But he did know about the general arrangement that Michael would take care of things like this, like I take care of things like this for my clients. I don't burden them with every single thing that comes along. These are busy people.
Oh, no. Other people, you know, I mean, they have to hire people to cover things like this, to take care of things like this. I've had to do it. Well, then, lock him up. Lock him up. Seriously, though. Oh, my God. So he says, look, this is, it's not campaign money. The president paid him back. Okay. So, look, if he paid him back, then that would appear that he would have to know about the payment in the first place. I mean, look, that means Donald Trump and Michael Cohen have been lying the entire time. And Trump specifically, even up to last month, where he told reporters on Air Force One that he had no idea about the $130,000 payment at all. So Cohen paid that money, and Trump paid him back. And again, there's an admission here from Giuliani. But his whole thing before that is, I don't know, what payment? What payment? I didn't make any payment. It came out of Cohen. Cohen paid him from his own money, through the kindness of his own heart. And yet, here's Giuliani completely exploding that argument. He's taking that argument, and he's basically like, oh, yeah, that's a good argument. Go on. I mean, how do you pay someone back for a payment you supposedly knew nothing about? That doesn't happen. That's not how it works, okay? When somebody tells me that I owe them money, I want to know why. I want to know the details, right? And speaking of details, those happen to be incredibly important. A payment intended to protect his campaign from political damage could be a violation of campaign finance law. But wait a minute. Here's Giuliani out here saying, oh, it wasn't a campaign violation. Are you sure? Are you sure you're a lawyer? Did you get your lawyer degree out of a Cracker Jack box? What the fuck? God, he's an idiot. An idiot surrounded by idiots. Look. Here's how it works, right? Now, look, if you're a candidate, as Trump was at the time, you are permitted to spend an unlimited amount of your own money on your campaign. Now, that's an insane system, We live in an insane system. It's not necessarily a democracy anymore. It is an oligarchy. So here you go. You can run a political campaign and you can pour, if you're a supposed billionaire, I laugh about that. You can pour millions of dollars into your own campaign. Again, insane system, but that's fine. It's how it works. And it's not fine, but under current law, it is fine. Now, the only stipulation is that any money that you pour into your own campaign has to be reported to the FEC, right? So that's how it's supposed to work, right? But your campaign cannot pay for certain things. You cannot use your campaign to pay off a porn star. That's not how you can do things, right? Or to pay back a lawyer for paying off a porn star. That is not how it works. Now, there's another contradiction here, and it comes from Cohen himself. Cohen had insisted that he used his own money and was not reimbursed. Now, we mentioned that before, right? Now, Cohen has also never publicly said whether Trump paid him back for that money given to Daniels. So, Giuliani basically went on the show and just diarrheaed all over the place, right? He contradicted everything both Cohen and the president had said. What a brilliant lawyer. Now, later in the interview, again, as you saw, he said Trump didn't know about the specifics, right? So basically, he expects us to believe that Donald Trump not only did not know why he was reimbursing Michael Cohen for $130,000, but also ended up paying him more in taxes and shit from those $35,000 or that $35,000 in retainer, right, that he was giving to Cohen for essentially not doing anything. Why would you retain a lawyer and pay him $35,000 if he's not fucking doing anything? That makes no sense, especially for somebody who has been shown to have been as stingy as Donald Trump. None of this makes any sense. And you know why? It's because it's all lies. It's all lies. I mean, look, here's the thing. Trump knew about this. I am almost dead certain that Donald Trump knew about this payment. That is why it's a problem. Now, let me get to a quote here from some of the experts on this. Paul Ryan, no, not that Paul Ryan, of the Campaign Legal Center, said, quote, Rudy Giuliani tonight put President Trump in legal peril for knowing and willful violations of campaign finance law. Because if he knew, then that is campaign finance law. Now, Giuliani seemingly thought he was doing President Trump a favor, but instead made Trump legal problems that much worse. Trump's own lawyer has now handed the DOJ evidence that President Trump committed criminal violations of federal law. Giuliani also said, after being asked by Hannity to clarify, that the money that was paid by his lawyer, the president reimbursed that over the period of several months. Hannity, as you saw, pressed Giuliani, saying that Cohen said he paid the money of his own without being asked. And he said, quote, I don't know. I haven't investigated that. No reason to dispute that. No reason to dispute his recollection. Why wouldn't you dispute that? You're his lawyer. You're supposed to know what the hell is going on. And look, again, we know that Donald Trump is a monumental liar and that he gets other people to lie on his behalf. Look, this, and I guess, I don't know, the bar is so low now, but somehow Rudy Giuliani has just has gone even lower than the bar. I don't know how that's possible. I don't understand how that is possible, but he has done so. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.